Hey gang, what's good?
Hey yo, what's poppin', everybody?
Last episode, if you haven't watched it already, please go back.
Check it out.
Check it out. It's all about the importance of peace.
The importance of what?
Peace.
Peace. So this episode, we're going to talk about how to find peace. Next episode,
we'll talk about how to maintain it. Keep it.
How to keep it. Yeah, because like we said,
take it and keep it.
It on me, because it's like a muscle, right? You got to work it out, intentionally work it out. And count how many times you hear us say intentionally this episode. Because I feel it's going to be a lot. Because it is an intentional thing.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
If you don't do it, then it's going to fade away.
If you don't want it, you're not going to have it.
That's it. All right. So, so we got 3 points on how you can find peace. Sarah's going to take us away with her story on how she found peace. And then from that, we're just going to digest and figure out those 3 points. So, sorry, can you tell us? You said, you found peace before.
Yes.
Start from the bottom, as in the bottom of depression. Maybe not the bottom, but yeah.
Well, I would say it was that bad.
A little bit of the depressies and stuff. So, you said you found peace. So, let us know. Take us through your journey.
Okay, we're going to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
Me and Zion mentioned before, we lived in a very small town, Antlers, Oklahoma. And for me, I've always been a very introspective person. Do you know what introspective means?
Umi has an album called Introspective, but no, I don't know.
Introspection means... Let me pull up the actual definition.
Okay.
It's just easier that way.
I'm going to guess that it means... intro means the beginning, and spection means like inspection. So the beginning of looking into oneself or knowing yourself.
That's actually really spot on. The examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've always been a very introspective person. Even I'm a psych major.
Okay.
But even before I knew I wanted to step into psych, I've always known what's going on in my head.
Yeah.
So growing up, I dreaded where we lived. I loved my family so much, and I was so very blessed to have the family that we had, but I did not like the town that we grew up in. Like, that's just, it's very hard to be happy in Antlers, Oklahoma.
Shout out,
especially
Mama J of Austin.
Love you, Mama J, so much.
That's our mom. Yeah. Okay.
So, growing up, I always knew that I was not happy. Around freshman, sophomore year, I got depressed. And I never wanted to, self-diagnose myself with depression, so I never said I was.
Right.
But then I got into psychology. I was like, oh, that's what that was. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
And so I always knew I wasn't happy growing up in that town. And literally since like 7th, 8th grade year, I told myself, I'm going to get up out of here, and I'm going to be successful and happy. And so when it came around junior, senior year, when I actually was very badly battling with depression, I was like, the only way for me to be happy is to get up out of here.
Get up. Okay.
Yeah,
so situation, or the place you was in, it was just not letting you get to where you wanted.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like, I tried, and I had happy moments, of course. Like, it's not like I was just sad and gloomy all the time, but I didn't have that peace that we were talking about last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't content.
That lasting, contentness, cool, still waters.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like a pond with a rock thrown in it.
All the time.
Man.
Just all the time.
A muddy pond.
Yeah, it was murky.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
so anyways, you got up out of there, right?
Lo and behold, I graduated high school, valedictorian, 4.0 GPA.
Hey.
And I moved, as quick as I could. I was so excited for my freshman year because I knew I was going to take that time to be by myself. I was completely going to focus on myself. And that's what I did. Freshman year, you're supposed to make friends quickly. You're supposed to be so social and this, and that. I didn't allow myself to.
Okay.
I knew that I needed to spend some time alone, some serious time alone. I spent this long of my life being in a depressive state. It's time to get out of it, Okay. I had to isolate myself, and I did. For the whole first semester of college, most of the first semester of college, I was alone. People say, oh my gosh, you started, you're so sweet, you're so nice, why don't you come out? It's okay, I'll see you at the library. Like, if I see you, it's going to be at the library. I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to focus on myself. And I did. I was the happiest I had ever been.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah.
I focused on what I needed to do. I had the best grades. I was just happy to be alive. That was something I hadn't felt in a very, very long time. It's not like I was like not wanting to be alive, but I wasn't just waking up full of joy, you know.
You felt like you just like running through like a prairie with like the wind blowing through your hair and like daffodils.
That's how I would wake up every day.
Yeah.
I would just wake up, today's going to be a good day. And it was. Every day was a good day.
Man, that's so good. Yeah.
So my first thing, and of course there's a lot of things, because this isn't, you can't just do this. I was blessed with the opportunity to finally get out of that environment that I was stuck in and completely move somewhere else. It was right when I graduated high school. Like, that's what you do. I was blessed with that time period to do that.
Yeah.
So I do recommend isolation.
Okay.
That's the first thing. I recommend isolating yourself from everyone.
Okay.
Literally, the only people I talked to was you and Mom.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Barely.
Yeah. I barely even talked to it. It's okay. We're not going to talk about that. Did I hurt your feelings?
Huh? No, not at all. Because, listen, when I used to go to a private college, I played a little football, and I actually left there and I transferred and just turned into a regular student. And I went through the same thing. And you and Mom was down bad, or maybe not down bad.
I was so concerned.
Yeah, they were so concerned. I remember you're like, Zion, are you okay? And I was like, I'm great. And you're like, you're lying. I really concerned for you. And I was like, no, I'm really living my best life.
I was so concerned for you. Yeah. And I didn't understand it until I actually had to do it.
It might have been a little concerning because I was like, yeah, Mom, sorry, I haven't left my dorm. And obviously, other than to go to like the restroom, but I haven't left this building in like 4 days straight.
Because that was during COVID too, so I was like, he's not doing anything.
Yeah, I was just in my dorm like watching anime, trying to do like a handstand.
Okay.
Wow.
And like cooking stuff in my rice cooker.
And you were so
I've
happy
got a lot of
doing
recipes about stuff in the rice cooker. You can cook more than just rice, by the way. You can cook noodles. You can cook like hamburger. You can cook obviously rice, but you can also make like a type of like stir fried, minus the fry, but the stir, and like you can do a lot. So I might need to do a cookbook about all the things you do with a rice cooker. But so no, it was all cool. It was all cool. But
and then I came to college and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't stuck in my room for 4 days. I made sure to get out and feel sunshine every day, and that was another big thing.
Vitamin D.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like, it's crucial.
But
I would go out. I would go to parks, different parks. I would go to the lake. I would even just go sit on a bench sometimes and do my homework outside. Like, I made sure to get out every single day, nothing big.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like you have to go spend money or do all of this stuff to get out. Like, I would just go sit outside for an hour.
Open up your butthole to the sun or anything?
No.
Have you heard about that?
What?
People do that. They're like, think, what are the most important parts of your body, and it never sees sun. But that's the thing, is like people lay out there and like spread their butt cheeks and like let the sun and the vitamin D hit their anus. It's real. And they say it's very freeing and like invigorating and amazing.
Have you done that? You have a closed off backyard. I would not be surprised if you did that.
I think so. I generally, because I saw that and we were at home and nobody was home. And I did it. And you feel like a very like primitive, happy human. It was Now
I never
knew
that.
Yeah, I have done that one time. Don't think of me differently because all it did to me was make me a better person.
My goodness.
Anyways, vitamin D, that's a good thing. We might need to talk about that. But okay, back to before we go crazy. Back to story. So point one on finding your happiness. Point one on how you can find your peace. How you find your peace?
Isolation. Spend some time with yourself. People don't do that enough. Hey now. People love going out being social.
Yeah.
You haven't spent an hour by yourself in the past 2 weeks. That's a problem. I don't understand how people can constantly be on the move with other people. Even the people that I love so much. I get annoyed with you.
Yeah.
You know, when we spend too much time together, I'm like, I haven't just sat in my room by myself in so long.
Yes.
Same thing with Mom. When you moved out, me and Mom would get on each other's nerves. We were just around each other constantly. Like, spend some time with yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to completely do the whole isolation thing, but just make time for yourself.
Having time. I would say, man, like, I'm trying to think of like a hours to give. I would say more than an hour a day. Or you could take like one day to do all by yourself. But so it takes more than just like an hour a day to like really like calm, especially if you got a lot going on, to like really like be in your head. You know what I'm saying? To figure out why am I feeling this?
Yes.
To really, like there's one thing I've been noticing is like mental storage space, right? This is happening to a lot. We got so much going on, like our mental storage space, we don't have enough, so it's hard just to think about things. Even like CEOs say this. There's this one YouTuber I listen to. He has like an agency. His name's Sebastian. I'll throw up his correct name, but it's like Sebastian. He has a really cool last name. It starts with a G, but he was talking about how he has an agency and a few other businesses, and he closed his agency because he had so many things going on. He just didn't have enough mental storage space to like work on it, and so.
And you know the best thing for that, and I'm gonna sound like mom.
What is it?
Journal. Come on now, journaling.
Yeah.
I used to hate when she told me, "Astarté, just sit down and journal. Get your thoughts out.
Get them out.
Get them out."
Get them out.
I didn't really start doing it until my very first psych class. And it was that first semester of college. And it was just general psychology. And our professor made us do a journal entry every week for a grade.
Wow.
I had to do it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is going to be awful. I don't like journaling, this and that. And, like, he made us get into it deep, you know. He would ask us, like, some pretty deep questions. And he would make us tap into, like, our past traumas and, like, how we think about this and this and this. And he really made us dive in. Like, he really made us practice introspection. And then that's when I realized, okay, wait, this is good.
It's working.
This is good.
It's working.
Like, I journal before I go to bed, and I go to bed with a clear mind.
Wow.
Just lay it out. Lay it out on that paper. Right. Type it in your notes. I'll catch myself journaling sometimes throughout the day. And that's how I help myself to not feel anxious, you know.
Yeah.
Someone make me mad at work. On my 15-minute break, I'll go back there and type it out.
Okay,
you know?
good. Yeah.
And that's one way to clear your mind.
Clear it out so you get some good journaling. But you got to be like, like just in the right space, or isolated to be able to do those things.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Or at least by yourself.
Yeah.
To be able to do those things.
Really. You got to spend time with yourself. Another good thing, like I said, our mom has been great with teaching us how to do these things.
Oh, me.
You know?
Yeah.
She would always, like, in college, she would check in on me. And eventually, she just knew I was alone. But when I first got there, she was like, when was the last time you went out to lunch by yourself? What are you doing? Why don't you go see a movie by yourself?
Date yourself.
Hey, you can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself first.
Yeah. I got a lot on that because I used to do that. People used to thought it was weird because every Wednesday I'd go, because it was that time, it was during COVID, and so nobody was at the movie theaters, and they gave me a free drink, I think it was a free drink. I took free drinks anyway. I just went over there and fill up a drink.
Is that showbiz?
Yeah. Because I went with a few people,
goodness.
and they were like, no, you gotta pay for the drinks. I was like, oh. Well, I had a lot of drinks for free, and the popcorn for free, too.
They just have it out there.
Yeah.
And then sometimes there's no one standing at the counter, so I've done it before. It wasn't purposeful.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought I was doing right. But, yeah, I would just go watch a movie. Every Wednesday, I would go watch a movie, have popcorn, like, just by myself. And it was freaking awesome, man. It was awesome.
Yeah, people don't realize how peaceful it is to spend time with yourself.
Yeah.
People will live their whole lives without really knowing themselves. The body that you're in every single day with the same mind, the same consciousness, and you don't understand it, that's insane. And and I think it's insane now because I've trained myself to have the ability to do that. But like before I knew this, I was like, just oblivious to it. Like, this is just how you live. But to really tap into yourself and understand what's going on in your mind, what's going on in your body. People don't understand what's going on in their body. Some people can't tell the difference if they're hungry or dehydrated.
Literally.
Listen to your body. Listen to what yourself is telling you. And the way to do that is to literally spend time with yourself.
That's it. So, so date yourself. But cool. So, point one, isolate or spend time with yourself. Date yourself. We can go more into that. Let's go into that more in that next episode.
That could be a whole discussion.
Be a whole thing. Yeah. We'll talk more about that sometime.
That's a good one.
Guaranteed. But so going back to your story, saying you isolate yourself and stuff like that. Another thing that you talked about, and we can say is point two, is putting yourself in the place to be peaceful. right? So you said you was limited antlers. It's awesome, but just not what you needed.
It's not
you
what
know
I
saying?
needed for my life.
Yeah.
I was very intentional with it. Obviously, I was going to move to wherever. It really didn't matter where I moved. I just had to get out of antlers.
Yeah.
But I was very intentional of, okay, I'm here for my degree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to be successful.
Yeah.
But most importantly, I'm here to be happy.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
And I wasn't even intentional about finding peace. I just want to be happy, and then the peace came along with it.
Came with it. Yeah. And there's been a few stories like that of people in antlers that like move out. Because a lot of people stay in antlers. But a lot of people just like move out
280, just
New York, California,
yes.
all over. And like, at least from what I see, it seems like they're doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're genuinely having stuff. Because I remember seeing them in the halls, and it was like death in their eyes.
Okay.
You know, like they were like, they had the bags. They were very, you could just tell. No, they weren't very happy. And unless they're really great at faking it and got filters, they seem genuinely like happy.
Right.
Just kind of moved out. So yeah, I've been in the right place.
I just remember being happy. I really didn't care what anyone thought of me, like at all. I was doing what I had to do. You know, I was happy. I was good. I was at peace. And I didn't notice that anyone was actually noticing these changes. And one day, one of my good friends texted me, probably like a month into the semester. That's all it took.
Wow.
A month. And he texted me and said, Astarté, I know you had it rough in high school, but I can genuinely see the change, and you seem happy.
Hey.
And I was like, hey, God, we made it. We made it. Like, people can genuinely see that difference.
Yeah,
you know?
Just like that. So it doesn't even take that long. It doesn't take long. Yeah. But, man, it can be, you got to get into it.
Yeah.
Man, get into it. So, man, that's point two. Okay. So, yeah, just being in the right place. Right place. Point three. What would you say? Point three is just like you were very. Let me try to say, you were intentionally focused on being happy, or intentionally focused on being peaceful.
Yes. Every day I woke up and I was like, today's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, and you did like the things. So I guess we talk more about that now. Well, so the things that you did, you said journaling was one thing that you did. You said dating yourself.
Yes.
So let's just hop in. Let's go more into dating yourself.
Okay.
So, so whenever you date somebody, right? If you date someone correctly, the main part, and I've even heard old people say this, is really even if you get married, you're always trying to figure out something about that person. Like they have or just anytime you're dating, it's just not an interview because that'd be awkward, but you're asking just a lot of questions. You're trying to figure out about somebody, right? What candies they like, if they sleep with their socks on and things like that. So so whenever you're dating yourself, you're just trying to know your body, your mental. What were some ways that you did that?
I found things that I used to enjoy doing enjoyable again.
Okay.
There's a piano in the library.
Pianissimo?
Yeah.
Nice.
I played piano for church, but I did it because it was an obligation.
Yeah, you should do it.
I didn't play the piano throughout the week. I literally walked up on that stage on Sundays and played the piano. So I picked back up playing the piano.
Sweet.
Going outside, really spending time outside. Just spending time with myself in general. What was the question?
What were some things that you did that you dated yourself, to date yourself, or to know yourself, intentionally dive into who you was and know yourself?
A lot of journaling. A lot of digging up old stuff.
Okay.
And that came with the class of general psych.
Yeah.
Not all general psych classes are going to be like that. It was the professor I had.
Got you.
He definitely made me dig into a lot of trauma.
Yeah. So was it fun all the time? Sometimes it was man.
I had a lot of breakdowns.
Yeah. Okay. So
but it was more of a feeling of freedom. I'm actually having this breakdown. I've never thought about it that deep before to allow myself to cry about it. So now I'm actually letting myself, and then I would feel fine. I'd feel good.
You'd get it out, like you said.
Yeah. I'd bring up a whole bunch of stuff from the past.
Okay.
And just write about it and cry about it. And I'd go take a hot shower.
Sweet.
And I'd be good,
Good.
It was a good feeling.
Yeah. Man, I remember.
That's how I really got to know myself.
Yeah, whenever I was going through like the same thing of just like dating myself or whatever. Like it was I said no chase 2020 because I was just focused on myself. Like
You said that so much.
I did all the time. No chase 2020. No chase 2020. And did I meet Kaylee in 2021? So yeah, I was right.
You were right.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna go no chase 2021, no chase 2022. I was in it. And then Lil Shawty, my fiance, she came along. But yeah, but I mean, I would go out to the movies. I remember I loved watching YouTube. So like I would watch just things about like psychology. I mean, just anything, right? I was exercising, so I like researched all the great things of like exercise on what this means if your body did this. I used to play football, and in high school, if you got hurt, you just like iced it, wrapped it, and kept going. Mm-hmm. What happened is I was like a stiff, dry stick. Like I could barely touch my toes or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I focused a lot on like just like becoming more flexible, like doing handstands. And yeah, I researched a lot about relationships, I was very socially anxious. Mm-hmm. So once I did have that time, I was figuring out, all right, Zion, you don't like talking to people. Why is that? I just researched a lot about social anxiety. I remember I would like trim my eyebrows every day, like, you know what I'm saying?
Just stuff like that.
Just all the stuff. Like I would know if I had an ingrown hair, like on my like forearm right here, mm-hmm. I would know. Mm-hmm. Now some days, kids like, yo, you got like an ingrown hair on your. I only have like 20 pieces of hair on my face, but like you got one of those and they're ingrown. I'm like, huh, what?
Like just, oblivious to it.
Yeah, just 'cause I got so much going on, and I wouldn't, just not know my body like that. So yeah.
That's something that I would also do. Also, mm-hmm. YouTube, and this is a good point on how to find, not even just peace, but how to become the person you want to become. We all have this version of ourselves that we want to be.
Yeah, that is very true.
And I feel like we need to set aside the financial aspect of it. Everybody wants money when they get older.
True.
Everybody wants money. You can't tell me as a young person you don't want to make a bag. Like, that's something we all have in common. Who do you want to be, though?
Right. Yeah, because you can have money, but at the end of the day, if everybody takes away money, what's in your mental?
What you got?
What's in your mental? Yeah.
And so I would watch a lot of YouTube. This one man on YouTube, and he drinks tea, and I think he might be Rastafarian. I don't know. But he's so cool, and he had the best point. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know. He popped up on YouTube the other day. Yeah.
The dreads, and like, he would drink tea. Oh, he's so cool. He's so swaggy.
Yeah. We'll look him up, and we'll put him, we'll
link
him
him
on the screen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he's good, and he makes a lot of good points. And that is one way that I got into that routine, I guess.
I remember you telling me.
But besides him, I would look up creators who I aspired to be, who had the same, not even interest. They already had it. They had what I wanted for myself. Yeah. And I would watch them. It's called visualization.
Visualization?
Yes.
Visualization. Okay.
Yes, and that is a form of manifesting, but pretty much you watch, you see, you write down what you want to happen, and you're just going to create this mindset of it's going to happen. Yeah. You want to be happy. You watch a scary movie at 2 a.m. is not going to help.
That ain't going to do it.
Right.
Trust me. Been there.
You want to be rich. You're spending your whole bank account. You shopping all the time on Fashion Nova. It's not going to help. Go watch a YouTube video on how to be financially...
Read a book.
Mature. You know? Yeah. And that's one big thing. I literally wrote down the person I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. I wrote down the qualities I wanted to have. Not even just physical or like, what I wanted for myself. But I wanted to be kind. I wanted to be wise. All of these traits that I wanted to see myself in the future. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even the future. They came in like 3 weeks, And
that brings like a good feeling knowing you're growing. Mm-hmm. That brings, I don't know if it's peace or happiness, but it makes you feel good. Yeah. It makes you feel really good.
It does. It makes you feel fulfilled.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I also did was I tried to limit my screen time. And it's hard. I hate talking about it. But I've been talking about just like your mental like capacity and storage and stuff. And just not being on or not being like connected to a screen, whether it's TV, your phone, laptop, whatever it is, it really helps just to help your mental storage just go down. You know, just help you be like focused in the here and the now, what's happening, be in tune with yourself, your surroundings and stuff, and not be out wherever, you know, where your phone and stuff is taking you. So that's a big one, and a lot of people like it. I don't even like it. Shoot.
I don't either.
At the end of the
day. But hey, it's good for you. Eat your vegetables. Stay off your phone. Drink your water.
Oh, man, there's so many things we talk about. But another thing is healthiness. Did you know that like 90% of I forgot which feel-good chemical, but 90%, I believe, is endorphins.
Yes.
They come from your gut.
Really?
Yeah. So if your gut's whack, it's automatic. You're not going to feel as good as you could be.
And that's crazy. That's crazy you say that.
Yeah.
In college is, it's supposed to be the best time of your life. It's really hard to make it that way.
Yeah.
You're broke. You're just broke. So especially coming from
college food.
You don't even have to come from anywhere specific. You're just gonna be broke. You're immature. You don't know how to handle your money very well. Yeah. And some people are exceptional. Some people are. Some people got money.
Yeah, they got it on like that.
And they got it like that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for you, bro. Mm-hmm. But some people are not financially mature.
Yeah.
And I like to spend money on clothes. And I'm getting better, but like especially the first year of college. So you would eat crap. I would eat crap. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. Because Chick-fil-A is right in the nine.
Popeye, spicy chicken sandwich. Oh.
Good.
That's so good. Yeah, I love that spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so, and then I was like, sir, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. I started using my meal plan more.
Okay.
Going to that Air's Kitchen. Eating some actual greens. It's not like I had salads every day, but I would actually eat something green.
Yeah.
Something with a little color. Other than just breaded chicken all the time.
Yeah.
And you feel better. You drink water, eat some, you don't have to be a vegetarian.
And
just
that'd be crazy.
Put something in your body that's good for you.
It really helps.
And I'm such a hypocrite because I had Chick-fil-A. No, I had Subway today, so that was something green.
Yeah.
They didn't have spinach, so it was iceberg lettuce, so not the best. But, it's whatever. Yeah.
But, yeah, so, man, we need to write a blog or a book or something, but there's a lot of things. But what I could say is go to YouTube. And you might find on our YouTubes or other YouTubes, but finding peace, making sure you can look up finding peace, tips to make my body feel better, mental clarity. Like you just have to get into it. And YouTube, their algorithm's pretty good. They'll recommend you to some good things now.
And we're definitely gonna put dudes. Okay, I found it. Oh, I feel so bad because I literally used to listen to him all the time. Hines. In hindsight.
How do you spell that?
HINDZ. Okay. In hindsight.
I will throw it
and
up,
he's he helped me through a lot.
Wow.
He helped me discover a lot. Put a lot of stuff into perspective. So definitely check him out.
Yeah, it's good to have other people's perspectives and stuff
100%.
Too.
And that's another thing, because I know the whole isolation thing, it's difficult. Like I said, I was blessed with the opportunity to have that.
Right, especially if you're not used to it.
Right.
Luckily, we were kind of used to it.
Oh, we are some hermits, bro.
It can be hard. And if you're an extrovert, I know that we're introverts, but if you're an extrovert, you feel like you need other people. Mm-hmm. And you can have that, but I feel like there's still a healthy amount of, time that you spend together. And actually, one thing I heard about the introvert and extrovert is introverts, they get their energy from being alone. Mm-hmm. Extroverts get their energy from being around other people.
Yeah, I'm an introvert. People drain me.
Yeah.
Even my best friends, like, I gotta go sit in my room for a little bit before I go out,
That's it. But, yeah.
Can I say one good thing?
Yeah.
This is something good.
It's good?
If you are the smartest people... Oh, I'm sorry. We'll restart. If you are the smartest person in the room, find another room.
Oh.
It makes you think a little bit. It doesn't even have to just be about smarts.
Okay.
If you're the most positive, the kindest person in the room, find another room.
Man, why?
Birds of a feather flock together. If you are constantly around people who are negative, who are saying insulting things, not even to other people, but insulting things about themselves, that's going to eventually... you're going to start doing that same thing,
It's true.
It's just like this analogy of like, if I'm standing on a chair and you ask me to pull you up, who's gonna, are you gonna pull me down or am I gonna pull you up?
Okay.
You're gonna pull me down, the negative always seems to win. If you're around negative people, it's going to be very hard to maintain that positivity that you've been working for.
Yeah.
Find those positive people. Find like-minded people.
Yeah.
Really is what it is.
They'll help pull you up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There was one analogy I heard Mike Todd say at Transformation Church, and he was talking about how can I pull you up if I'm down with you?
Right, right.
If we're both in the ditch, if we're both down bad, how can I pull you up? So yeah, find some good people, put yourself in the right place. Place to be able to grow and get that peace.
Exactly. And that's for all the extroverted people out there who don't like to isolate. Me personally, I do good by myself. I do great by myself.
Great on me.
Right. I do great by myself.
I wait for another day.
Right. It's just amazing. I just love being alone sometimes.
That's it.
It's just so good. But yeah, and that goes for anything. Visualize that person you want to be. Okay, I'm majoring in psychology. I'm majoring in business. This is what I want to do with my degree when I get older. Find people who have the same goals as you, and not even just the same level that you're on, but find people above you. That's going to, if you're the best person all the time, if you are the most successful, the kindest person in the room all the time, you're not going to have anything to motivate you to get better.
Yeah.
You got to find people that are a little bit above you.
Just a little bit.
You can't be the best all the time, and that hurts because I like being the best.
Yeah. It's
but
a challenge, man.
Be humble.
Yeah.
Find people that are going to motivate you to do what you want to do.
And grow to be the better person, and that's going to help with finding your peace and stuff. So.
And stuff.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else, or what you think?
I got so much. I could write a documentary about this.
Legit. You should.
I was supposed to write a book. I haven't started it.
Yeah.
I thought about it today.
Well, I did create some merchandise.
Really?
Yeah. For you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, that'll be on the website. That's undisclosed or disclosed or whatever. But I'll see whenever I want to drop it out. Probably in a while.
We need some.
But
we need some love.
Yeah, we need some love from people.
We need people.
Get us to what? 10K? 10K. Get us to 10K, and we'll drop some merch.
Okay. Yes, I like that.
Cool.
I like that. Tune in for next week. We're gonna have some exciting stuff next week.
Yeah, we're gonna dive deeper, or I guess what next step. So we've talked about the importance of peace, how to find it. Like we said, once you got it, it don't stay.
No.
So,
and I got a whole story about that too.
Yeah, so how you can keep peace, how you can maintain that peace.
Yep.
So that's gonna be next week. But if y'all, so let us know what you think. Comments, feedback, likes, dislikes, anything that y'all wish we would talk about. Please hit us up. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook. Email. We'll probably include that on the bottom. But reach out to us, man. Let us know what you guys think.
Please do.
Yeah, we will take anything.
Yeah, I'm excited for next week.
We're still growing.
These past two things we've talked about, I've already done.
Right.
I've already done. The keeping thing,
now
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
That's a journey that I'm currently on at the moment.
Okay, bad.
So, and I'm still figuring it out myself. So that's a good one. That'll be an inclusive topic to talk about.
Nice.
So.
All right, man. Well, y'all hop in next week. Yeah, we'll be talking about how you can maintain your peace. But until then, y'all have a great time, a great life.
Yes, sir.
Find your peace.
Eat your greens.
You got to eat your greens, get your gut healthy, and we'll see y'all next time. So,
all right.
That's it, man. See y'all.